Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. And, I got to tell you, there are moments in this game, and by game, I mean the effort to expose the truth, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how powerful the people that you're targeting are. There are moments when you feel really good about what you've done. And I'm not like trying to praise myself, but I'm a little guy, you know. I don't have the power, the esteem that many others do. I don't have the resources of large corporations, TV networks, or media outlets. I've never had those things. And somehow it's still going, but we'll see what happens here if YouTube kicks back on. We're going to get back to it. Hey guys, it looks like we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what to say. Maybe my video card's going. Maybe I need to reformat. Maybe I need a new machine altogether. I've got another one put together. Maybe I'll sub that out. But let's get back to this. So if you were listening to me, there are moments that I'm like, all right, I'm making some kind of a difference, and you can too. Believe this. So today, a little over an hour ago, I was contacted by the first person to go to the authorities about Epstein, Maria Farmer. Okay? And are you kidding me here? Are they dropping frames again? If I jump off again, I'm going to be very upset. There it goes again. My goodness, guys. This is not the video I wanted to do. Talk about trashola. Huh. Let's see. You know what? Man. Let's see if I'm back on here. Because if I'm not, I want to just jump off. Oh, there we are. All right. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So Maria Farmer, if you guys do not know, if you are not aware, she is the person that went to the authorities about Epstein in the 90s. She's the person that had herself not only sexually assaulted by Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein at Wexner's home, Les Wexner, but she talked about how she was the door girl. There were young girls in and out. This was all public, and we're going to get to her reaching out to Whitney Webb, who I respect so much, and it's great when we have her on, and I'm going to direct you towards that interview in a moment. But she also said, look, this guy had man surveillance of every room. When I say man surveillance, someone was actually watching these videos as they were taking place in every single room. And remember, she was the door girl at his mansion. Now, the story is a lot bigger than that. But before I get to that, I want to talk about this because she's now coming forward and saying, look, the media are gatekeepers. And, some months back, I did a video on Ghislaine Maxwell, and I saw that artistic whistleblower had commented, and she says that she was the one that went to the FBI because she knew. And I was like, I tried to contact her then. I said, is that you, Maria? I'd love to talk to you. And I actually brought that up with her, and she said, you're astute. Yes, I did comment on that. So that's awesome. It shows that you can make a difference. Now, authoritative sources aren't going to tell you what I'm about to tell you, and hopefully I can get her on live, and we can just break it all down unfiltered. But first, again, I'm completely demonetized on the platform. If you want real journalism, $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. Big donors, I really do appreciate it. That's how we keep this thing going. That's how we keep real information out there, fully demonetized on YouTube. And by the way, I didn't say what a lot of people in the alternative wanted me to say today. I lost a lot of subscribers. There's going to be an aspect to Maria's story that I also reported on, and I'm going to report on again that some of you aren't going to like, and you're going to unsubscribe. And that's okay, because I'm not here to parrot versions of narratives that people want to believe. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So, me? Oh my goodness, they kicked me off again. Guys, I'm sorry. Just wow. I mean, that might be YouTube. I don't know why it would be me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they don't want you to see this stream, guys. Thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. What can I tell you? Yeah, I know it's back. So anyway, if you've not seen this interview, basically there are large chunks of it where Maria Farmer is speaking to Whitney Webb. And one of the things that she said in the comments section of the Ghislaine Maxwell video that she commented on, and by the way, she just retweeted me. I just retweeted her. You know, I'm not perfect, guys, but I'm trying to be as accurate as possible. One of the things that she said in those comments was Les Wexner is the head of the snake. Okay? Les Wexner is the head of the snake. Now, for those who are unaware of what Les Wexner really is, he's not just this mogul in the fashion industry that owns Victoria's Secrets and L Brands and all this other stuff. No. He's also a policy guy on top of that. Now, the Wexner Foundation, we've talked about that document that is out there that basically wants to propagate to the American people on behalf of Israel that they need to maintain their wars in the Middle East after the fall of Saddam. Really, the extension of the war on terror, right? They'd already sold you the boogeyman bin Laden in Afghanistan, even though if you believe that boogeyman story, Pakistan was way more involved with bin Laden himself, and I've gone over that many times, but that's not the narrative they sold you. And just like there were weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, etc., they had to figure out a way to have that military-industrial complex, that machine that the U.S. can provide, maintain that presence and expand that presence in the Middle East. So you check out that Wexner Foundation document, and they talk about using pregnant women and women with babies and every propaganda tool you can imagine. Well, when you're dealing with that, and you're basically an arms dealer, and you're using these modeling agencies, and we've gone over other people, you know, doing this as well, people like Claude Hadid, because it's a network, right, and reports on them as well, networking in children. Now, again, Maria Farmer talked about this. And then there's the story of Annie Farmer, her younger sister, who was abused underage. And she talks about more things and photographs and DNA evidence on envelopes that the FBI never wanted, and how the FBI is set there to protect these people. That's what the authoritative sources are. Now here's the kicker. Everything I've told you so far, and there's a lot more, there's a 3.5-hour conversation with Whitney Webb. And God bless Whitney for all the work she's done on this. But Whitney Webb, you know, she says, I'm nobody. Why am I the one breaking this story? It's because the FBI's had it. They don't want to tell the truth. They want to cover up for these people at the top, these people that are connected to intelligence agencies. And they need gatekeepers in the media like Vicky Ward, who she calls a monster in this. Remember, Vicky Ward, although has given some good information, apparently, according to Maria Farmer, harassed her family. She had to put court injunctions against her. And Vicky Ward's looking out for Vicky Ward. But you listen to what Maria had to say about her yourself. At the same time, Vicky Ward gives us that insight into the passports and the passport that's found in Epstein's safe, right? With an alias, with a Saudi Arabian address on it, right? Maria Farmer in this talks about Ghislaine Maxwell and the many passports that she had. So you have to take this information, but realize there's a point where the media cuts the story off. And they cut it off at points at where Maria Farmer goes, where are all the missing girls? Where are all the missing girls? There has to be hundreds, if not thousands, of these victims. Where they can't find them. Where are they? Now, I want to remind you, I've had contact with Hank Harrison, I believe his name is. It's Courtney Love's father, okay? And thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share if you're new. And he says, the ones that got out were lucky. And Courtney Love, his daughter, told her, and Courtney Love was in the book, in the Black Book. We've had conversations. All right, me and Hank. And I've got to get Hank on because I think that's another one. Now, here's the other thing. And this is going to make people upset. You know, as far as I have heard so far, you know, Trump hasn't been accused of pedophilia, but certainly a big time business association with Jeffrey Epstein. All right. And let's not forget Bill Gates. She's saying in this, they acted like they knew him very well, made money with him as well. And Wexner would be the third largest person, right? Now, Trump, it has even been reported that he met his wife through one of these parties that Epstein threw. Because again, although there were younger girls, he was also trafficking in older women too, people that he would keep. All right. Let's not even get into how Maria Farmer talks about how the Filipino staff were basically stolen women. None of this reported in the mainstream media. She has told this story to all of them. Please, I encourage you now, you know, after this to go check out this in-depth Whitney Webb and Ryan Christian piece, because it's important, because Maria Farmer's story needs to be told. Now, again, Hank Harrison says that they must have gotten rid of these bodies. What else could have happened to them? Maria Farmer also backing that up. Also talking about how Dershowitz was in and out of that place when no one else would step up to the place and say it. She talked about not only, you know, being trapped, but, you know, she says that Wexner's right-hand man, who's now the bodyguard of Will Smith, apparently tried to kill her. And the only reason she was able to get out is because of how many people she contacted prior to that to save her life. Okay? And, you know, to get back to the Trump scenario, a lot of people didn't like it. Go back to my reporting way before that video came out. Way before it. I refused to lie. I said, no, they did have a relationship. It was clearly in James Patterson's book, Filthy Rich. There's plenty of evidence that there was some kind of a relationship there, that they were at least friendly, that they were riding on each other's planes. A lot of you guys didn't want to accept that. Now, after the video came out, you kind of accepted it, but I've heard a lot of apologies for the fact that Dershowitz was his lawyer during the impeachment. Doesn't mean you have to agree with why they impeached him, by the way. She also, in this interview with Whitney Webb, names Trump's ex-wife as a good friend and trafficker in young girls on behalf of finding Victoria's Secret models. Okay? I'm going to throw it out there because it's there. Because I wasn't there, but you know who was there and tried to go to the FBI and tried to go to the media for the last 20 plus years? Maria Farmer was there. And her younger sister was abused. And this has been covered up, and we should be asking where all these girls are. And we shouldn't be closing the story. And we shouldn't accept the fact that Epstein didn't kill himself twice. Right? Right? With all that other evidence out there, I go on. I can go on and on and on and on. And it sucks this video buffered in the beginning. But I'm going to say it again. There are days in this where it feels good. And it doesn't feel great to have to report on the dregs of society. If things weren't so bad, and we had a just world with a real justice system, right, where the predator class didn't go by a separate set of rules where they treat us like less than animals, okay, then maybe I wouldn't be doing this. Maybe I would be reviewing movies and doing more fun stuff. But the truth is that I've pounded on this Epstein story for over a decade. And as soon as we got traction, I was heartbroken when he was allowed to die, no matter what you believe. Okay, again, the most prolific child abuser in history, the most important prisoner who was a U.S. citizen ever, allowed to commit suicide in MCCC. Come on. We've gone over all that stuff. Okay? And there are going to be a lot of uncomfortable facts if we have to get to the truth here. And they're not going to be presented to you by ABC, NBC, CNN, all the authoritative sources that are pushed by this platform, YouTube. And that's why I'm never going to be an authoritative source. You know, I took their stupid fucking survey today. There's my one curse. And I let them know. I'm like, listen, I don't know what to say. I can't talk to a human being. I'm not an authoritative source. Okay, I'm just supposed to spin the lies of the establishment or the talking points of a false left-right paradigm. I'm supposed to act like Epstein was only cozy with the Democrats and not the Republicans. He was only with the left and not the right. No. That's not how this worked. All right, the predator class isn't about political parties. It's about pulling the strings of power through those manipulated puppets, through their little criminal cartels, whether it be the FBI on many levels, the CIA on many levels, the actual mafia on many levels, the Mossad on many levels. You see what I'm saying here? And British intelligence on many levels. And that's why Whitney Webb is so important. And I want to thank Maria for reaching out. And I just want to tell people, you know, I've been really, really lucky in life. I've pushed hard, and I'm going to continue to push hard on so many issues. Can you imagine how many people didn't want to be my actual friend before? It was just like social media, actual friend, when I started talking about 9/11 back in 2002. Can you imagine what that was like? Do you know how hard I fought for all these years against so many narratives? And then on the flip side of that, there are some people that create these crazy narratives. I mean, obviously people know how I feel about the QAnon thing now, but that's not new to me. Okay, there's been crazy narratives going on from even before 9/11. I just wasn't privy to them, but they increased. And I've got to fight those too. And I've got to fight confirmation bias that so many people have. And I have to admit when I get things wrong, because I'm not perfect, okay? And I'll always do that. And I'm just saying, guys, you know, you don't think you can make a difference. I'm telling you, you can. We don't have to lay down for these people, okay? We don't have to accept that this is over. We don't have to let Bill Barr, all right, decide anything for any of us and what justice is when he's not willing to go after these motherfuckers, when he's there to cover up for it, when he's their CIA boy. Hey, Robert Johnson. Hey, Robert. How we doing, Robbie boy? So you want to drain the swamp? It's not going to be through message boards and fake superheroes, okay? It's going to be through taking action through facts and getting the word out to the people. So, guys, I absolutely love you. Maria, I got nothing but love for you, and I hope that Whitney gets all this information out. You know, when I saw this, even before, I just had Whitney on, and I think it was late last night. It had to be late last night. Here it was right now. I saw this. I saw that she did some recent interviews, and the gloves are off. I mean, when I saw that she had something exclusive, I was so excited. And Maria, thank you for coming out. Whitney, thank you for all the awesome work that you've done on this. And that doesn't mean that any of us are perfect. It just means that, you know, we're better than the authoritative sources. We'll tell you the bodies are real. All right? We won't play by what that network wants to pose as a narrative, because I'm not part of that network. So thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. Again, I lost a lot of subscribers, guys, because, again, I'm telling the truth about numbers, and that's hard. And by the way, a lot of people are pointing to James Corbett's latest video on the numbers on coronavirus. Just so everybody knows, I love James. I respect nothing but his work. I reached out to him with this video, and hopefully he'll watch it and tell me if I got something wrong in it, because I don't believe I have. You know, James Corbett is one of the most genuine people out there reporting truth. So I have nothing but respect for his stuff. I just want to put that out there. I got this Rockfin, guys. That's another way to support me. Again, I love you. You can make a difference. We all can make a difference. We don't have to lay down. We don't have to accept their narrative. And I'll see y'all on the flip.